Hey everyone, welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to dive right in and completely unpack the features, technical capabilities, and, just as importantly, the specific limitations of a really popular dashboard power solution. We're looking at the LISEN 4-in-1 retractable car charger. Listen, if you spend literally any significant amount of time in a vehicle, you know exactly how crucial reliable power is for our daily tech. So today, we're sticking purely to the data and the manufacturer's own specs to give you a clear, totally objective look at what this gadget is built to do and what it definitely isn't.
So let's start by picturing a scenario most of us know way too well. Imagine the typical center console cable snake. You're stuck in heavy city traffic, your navigation app is absolutely draining your battery, and you're fumbling around with a knotted up wire just trying to get a quick charge, right? It causes so much daily commuting stress and, frankly, a whole lot of unnecessary battery anxiety. The manufacturer actually highlights this specific universal frustration as the exact problem this device aims to fix. And that leads right into their core claim. Traditional charges usually require multiple, completely separate loose cables. They typically max out at charging maybe one or two devices, and they just leave your dashboard looking like a total mess. But by contrast, the LISEN setup integrates built-in retractable cables right alongside dual USB ports to create this really streamlined multi-port hub. The whole goal here is to just replace the chaos of loose wires and give drivers back a clean, organized center console.
All right, let's get right into Section 1. Enter the LISEN 4-in-1 under the hood. First up, let's talk power. The device features a total power output of 69 watts, and this is actually a really vital number. It means it's providing some pretty substantial energy to keep our modern, power-hungry gadgets running. We aren't just talking about barely keeping a phone alive while the screen is turned off. 69 watts means you have the capacity to actively power demanding devices while you're actually using them, without watching that battery percentage slowly tick downward.
So how exactly is that 69 watts distributed? Well, you can charge up to 4 devices simultaneously. Imagine a typical family road trip. Or, actually, scratch that. Think about an Uber ride. The driver's phone is running some really intensive navigation apps, the passenger wants to top up their smartphone, maybe a dash cam needs continuous power, and someone's wireless earbuds are completely dead. This 4-in-1 setup lets all of those run at the exact same time. Nobody has to unplug their tech. Another physical spec that really stands out is the reach. The built-in retractable cord pulls out to 31.5 inches, which is roughly 2.5 feet. This gives you plenty of flexibility to easily reach devices whether they're held by the driver or the passenger. But the real magic here is the retractable part, right? Because when you're done, the cord just zips right back into the housing. Boom! No permanent clutter left behind.
Now here's a feature that's genuinely clever. A 180-degree adjustable rotating plug. Car interiors are literally all over the map when it comes to design. Some 12-volt cigarette lighter sockets are tucked away in these impossibly tight little cubbies, while others just sit totally flush on the main console. This 180-degree rotation is specifically engineered to adapt to the weird layout of your specific vehicle. It lets you angle the bulky part of the charger completely out of the way of your gear shift or your cup holders.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, power and fast charging capabilities.
Because, overall wattage really only tells half the story. This charger isn't just trickling out power. It supports Power Delivery 3.0, or PD 3.0, along with intelligent power distribution. Basically, this means the charger is actually communicating with your device to deliver rapid, optimized power and doing it safely. It actively prevents dangerous overheating while still supporting those fast charging protocols. According to the specs, this is the tech that gives you that quick 20-minute battery boost right before you have to walk into a meeting instead of making you wait hours for a full charge. And when it comes to what you can actually plug into it, the compatibility matrix is huge. It covers basically every modern smartphone out there, spanning all the recent generations of Apple, Samsung, and Google devices. It also safely powers iPads, tablets, dashcams, AirPods, and even portable power banks. Essentially, they engineered this to be a universal hub for pretty much whatever daily tech you bring along for the ride.
Let's jump to Section 3, built for the bumps.
We've all been there, right? You hit a bump and your charger slowly rattles loose from the socket. It's incredibly annoying. Well, to combat that, the manufacturer specifically points out a shock-resistant design. It's engineered to fit really tightly and securely into a standard 12-volt socket. This is supposed to prevent the wobble and those accidental disconnects that you get so often with cheaper alternatives. So whether you're navigating rough mountain roads, bumping through highway construction zones, or just hitting your standard city potholes, the goal is to keep the power flowing so you don't have to keep shoving the adapter back into the dash.
But, and this is important, let's look at Section 4, what it cannot do, the fine print.
Because we want to give you the fully objective picture, it's absolutely vital to manage expectations here. This device is strictly a power supply. That is it. It will not sync your maps or your music to your car's screen. That means zero Apple CarPlay support, no Bluetooth connectivity whatsoever, and absolutely no data transfer capabilities. Oh, and if you're a road warrior hoping to charge your MacBook on the go, take note, it cannot charge laptops. Those devices simply exceed the power limits of this system and honestly, most standard vehicle charging ports.
There's also one more critical physical limitation you really need to verify before assuming this will work for you. The listing makes it very clear. It requires at least 3 inches of clearance right around your 12-volt lighter port. You need that space not just so the 180-degree plug can actually rotate, but also for safe heat dissipation. If your dashboard ports are extremely tight or set at a super sharp angle, they just simply won't accommodate this design.
So, to wrap up today's explainer, I want you to just take a second and evaluate your own daily drive. Think about your center console right now. Knowing it has 69-watt power capabilities, the ability to handle 4 devices at once, but also keeping those strict hardware limitations in mind, ask yourself, is this all-in-one retractable solution the real key to ending your battery anxiety and finally getting your dashboard organized? Because sometimes, just fixing the smallest daily annoyance can completely transform your entire commute.